Hello, welcome to this tutorial on the pediatric neurosurgery software that's useful for calculating dynamic scores and scales. This is the version 1 and it has 3 modules, and in future additional modules will be added. The 3 modules are the tumor volume calculator, the ventricular indices calculator, and the Liverpool Craniopharyngioma score. Let's go to tumor volume. So in this module, you can either calculate the volume of a tumor or calculate the volume of a tumor at 2 different points in time and compare. So at the moment, we are going to calculate the tumor volume. Let's say 2, 2.1, and 2.7. That gives us a volume of 5.7. If you want to compare with, let's say, the previous the volume of the tumor at a previous time point. Once again, we measure the maximum diameters in the 3 orthogonal planes, and let's say it was 1.4, 1.5, 1.9, and now we calculated. It says that the current volume of 5.67 is 284 times larger than the previous volume. And if you click here, it will give you the background to the calculation. It's obviously a crude calculation. More accurate volume measurements could be made with Osiris. The reference for this is uh, Johan Palud et al. Um, and it gives you the reference for this calculation. And thanks for Professor Dufu for uh, highlighting this paper to me. So now we have seen this. Let's go back to our main menu, and now let's look at the ventricular indices. So basically this module is to calculate the Evans index. Once again, you can calculate the Evans index at one point in time or compare Evans index from scans from 2 points in time. And let's say that you wanted to, let's say the maximum width of the frontal horn was 44 and maximal internal diameter of the skull was 98, and in the previous, let's say it's 46, but it's 104, the maximum internal diameter of the skull in the slice that you selected, and you can calculate the Evans index is pretty much the same. If you want to enter, just so that you can see it displayed, the width of the third ventricle and width of the temporal horn, then you just have to click on this button. And if you don't want this, then if you click it, it disappears. Once again, you can click on these buttons to clear, and this button just to see, do a calculation for one point in time. So now we have seen the ventricular size calculator. Let's now go back to the main menu. So the last module in this version 1 is a Liverpool Craniopharyngioma score. And this little module gives an easy way to uh, risk assess the craniopharyngioma according to the work from the Liverpool team. So let's say if the patient had hypothalamic syndrome and tumor size greater than 2 centimeters, also hydrocephalus, and if the craniopharyngioma breaches the third ventricular floor after the any cyst has been drained, then you can do the risk assessment, and it's very high. Let's just take one out. If it's 3 out of the 4, then it's high risk. Let's say two out of 4 is high risk. 1 out of 4 is moderate risk, and if you take all of them out, then it's a low risk. So this is the Liverpool Craniopharyngioma risk assessment grading. Once again, if you want to look at the reference is given here. Malucci et al. Published in Child's Nervous System in 2012. So now we have looked at the Liverpool Craniopharyngioma risk assessment grading system. Now let's go back to the main menu. So in summary, this software uh, allows you to do dynamic scores and scales that are used in pediatric neurosurgery. Version 1 has 3 modules, but this will be added along the way. This will be added to along the way. Thank you very much. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Have a good day.